Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today, and very. It's Pootles Advent Countdown, and we have got 25 projects for you. I say we because she's assisting. 25 projects coming out to you, 5 a week for 5 weeks, and we're on number 2. And she's got a she's got a paintbrush. I have been filming this video so many times, I've given up. Okay, so I have got a little Concertina card in a tin for you. Now, as soon as I saw the tins, I knew exactly what I wanted to do with them. I did tie a really nice neat bow, so I'm not going to... Oh, look, it's starting to undo. I'm not going to undo it because I'll never get it done up again for the photo. So I'm just going to peel this back and slide off the ribbon. I probably should have put my dots somewhere else, but, you know, I'll do that when I come to show you, to come to make the next one. But inside are beautiful tins. I love these. They're so much fun. And they vary. I have got a little Concertina card. It's cute, isn't it? So there's space on the back to write. You can add more decoration if you want. Just got a little bit of detailing there. I wanted to keep it so it wasn't too bulky. So it's just, I don't know how well you're seeing it. It just sort of, it springs up. You could put many more layers on, but I didn't want to do too many. I just wanted a nice little card. So let me slide this back on here. And yeah, you can see where I've put my dimensional. You could put your decorations slightly differently, but if I undid and redid this ribbon, I'd never get it tied up again. So very cute, very sweet. I'm going to show you how to make it. So you need lots of bits, and I have prepared a handful of them in advance. But what you need is a piece of cardstock, 11¼ inches by 3½ inches. Now, I know that you guys over in America, you work with a different size cardstock to the rest of us, and yours is only 11 inches. You don't necessarily have to make it with all of the score lines that I have, or you could use a piece of 12 by 12. It's up to you. So you can make yours slightly shorter if you wanted. Is that stuck? There you go. Have the paintbrush again. Anything to occupy her. Just, you know, like small children, you need to occupy them. Okay, so 11¼ by 3½ inches, which is 27½ by 9 centimetres. So like I say, if you're in America, you could cut yours off at 9 inches. You know, you could cut your piece and you wouldn't have as many folds as I'm going to do. It's entirely up to you. Okay, so score it every 2¼ inches, which is every 5½ centimetres. So it's 2¼ 4½, 6¾ and 9, which in metric is 5½, 11, 16½, and 22. Okay, and that's it. That's all the scoring that we're going to do. Super easy. I've got everything written down on my blog, so you can go and check that out there. But what you're going to do is we are going to concertina it because it is a concertina card. So you just go backwards and forwards. Oops. Assisted by Kitten. So like I say, if you wanted to do a smaller one, you pretend that section there isn't. And so yours would look like that. Yours would have 4 pieces if you cut it to 9 inches. Obviously mine's the full. Okay, right, we're going to do some corner rounding. What, she's eyeballing something. So I've got my detailed trio punch because I want the corner rounder. And this is kind of why I prepared a chunk in advance, because there's a lot of corner roundering going on. So I've done my 4 outer corners, but I want to do all of the rest as well. And it will go through our cardstock, but you have to be a little bit firm and, you know, I don't know who's boss. Oh, I scared her. Sorry, Berry. It's okay. Oh, she's going to go now. Well, apparently I should have punched earlier. She would have gone off earlier. Okay, so last one's here. Okay. Right. So that's all of them done. So you can see I've got 10 panels on the front and I've got 10 on the back. So what I've done is I've cut a whole load of the Twill Tidings DSP, which is what this one is here. And it's green on one side and garden green one side and real red the other side, and it's identical. So obviously you need to determine how many panels you want. And I did a bunch of them and I've got very vanilla. And I'm going to go a little bit like that, I think. And then, I don't know if I've cut enough. I don't remember. I don't remember what the original one looked like. But yeah, you just cut enough that you've got panels to decorate or to stamp on, and again round the corners. These are all, when they're like this, 3 1/4 by 2 inches, which is 8 1/2 by 5 centimetres. So I'm just going to go round on that one because I do want one more. So again, the rounding the corners in exactly the same way. So I'm going to set those to one side, and this is why I did them in advance. It did literally only take me a couple of minutes to do. It wouldn't take long, but I thought that would be quite boring for you to watch. So I'm going to use my seal, and I'm trying to think what the date is today. Oh, it's the 1st of September today. Must be. So that means, that means it's my Jacob's 12th birthday today. He's 12, but it also means that our recruiting promotion starts today. I've got children running around the house. They have no idea that I'm filming, so nope, it's all right. They've gone back to their bedrooms. Yeah, our recruiting promotion starts today. So for the UK, it's £99 to join, and you choose £129 worth of product. For Europe, that is £99 to join, £130 worth of product. For Europe, €129 to join, £175 worth of product. And you get all the free items mentioned. So that's card kits, 2 stamp sets, rhinestones, and you are good to go. And you are good to set up, start a business, get people joining you, have people doing a virtual card class. You could mail out the card kits to them. I'm not really sure why I'm putting all of these identical ones on the back. I just am. Every card is going to look different. That's okay. So they're on there. So I've got all these spare bits here, and I've got some spare bits for the front. Now my front panels, this one is the same size as those. So this is 3 1/4 by 2. This one, 1/4 inch bigger. I'll give you the imperial first. That's 3 1/2 by 2 1/4, and then 3 3/4 by 2 1/2. So in metric, we're talking 8 1/2 by 5, 9 by 5 1/2, 9 1/2 by 6. I might not have told you what the metrics were for these, but yeah, these are the 8 1/2 by 5. Like I say, everything's on my blog. So I'm going to snail up and stick those on. And get them layered up onto the front. And then how you decorate your card is entirely up to you. I'm a little bit addicted to the postage stamp punch right now, and I love that we've got a Christmas set to match. And get this on here. We have this beautiful Christmas set to match called Festive Post. So you can stamp out your images and you can cut them with the postage stamp punch, and I love it. So I'm going to go greens this time. So I'm going to bring in the green. I'm going to bring in these flowers. Definitely going to bring that one in. So there's one, there's 2, and there's my green tree. Oh, I think Berry's decided it's safe to come back. Nope, she's gone off somewhere. So that's probably not the best block. Let's put a bigger one. That one will be fine on there. And one here. So I'm going to bring back in... Oh, yes, I will bring back in real red. I'll bring in garden green. And I'm going to bring in early espresso. So I've got my colours. And I've got my very vanilla. So you can see, look, it's number 2. I've got all 25 behind me. Actually, technically there's 23 behind me because I filmed one and this is number 2. Very organised, you know. So I'm going to stamp the deer twice because I want one on the front as well, I think. Oh, stick your finger in it. And I'm going to have some red flowers that are just lovely. There's a mark in the middle of that. Probably just where I've stuck my finger in stuff. and festive posts. So there's other stuff in here as well. So there's October the 31st, so Halloween, and we've got love, and yeah, bats there. And I guess this would probably be a bit more Valentine-y, but still cute. Okay. And grab my punch. So I'm going to punch out my tree, and then my flowers, and then 2 deer, and start putting them on. So I want 3, but I'm actually going to put them on this side of my card. So I'll keep 1 for the front and grab my dimensionals. And like I say, that's the panel where you would write your greeting or your message to whoever you're giving it to. And I'm going to get every other one, I think. And like I say, you can add as much or as little decoration. I'm just simply giving you an idea. And I would if you do make some concertina cards, will you let me know? Share it in my craft forum, Pootles Craft Forum on Facebook. You can email them to me, you can add them to my business page, anything that you fancy. But yeah, nice and cute. So I'm going to pop that in here. And it fits just nicely. And like I say, it pops out, which is cute. You could almost you could even have it sticking down, but then I suppose that would mean that somebody would be displaying it like that on their mantelpiece. Maybe not. Right, and then some ribbon that Berry obviously had a little bit of a chew at. Where's my big scissors? I've got teeth marks. Oh, I'm holding my scissors upside down. Let's get the good ones. Right, and then tie my bow, or not, or whatever you want to do. This stuff is funny. It's a bit like, it's almost like old-fashioned bandages, not crepe bandages, but like, I mean, real 1970s, 1960s ones. Old bandages that would go over the top of a dressing. But not bad. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying that's how they feel. Right. There we go. So twist that round the side. And then I'm not going to make the same mistake as last time. I'm just going to put my dimensionals at the bottom, I think. And then the recipient can just simply slide off the ribbon. Because that will move up and down. And that, I think that's cute. And I would be surprised if I was the only person who thought about putting a concertina card in there. To me, it just seemed obvious, and I'm loving how they look. But I hope you like them too. Back tomorrow with project number 3. Thank you ever so much for joining me. Hope to speak to you soon. Bye.